South Korea has embarked on an ambitious journey, investing profoundly in the development of a sophisticated smart power grid. This undertaking represents a national commitment to reshaping its energy landscape for the future. It stands as a testament to technological ambition and strategic foresight. The core promise of this smart grid lies in its potential for enhanced efficiency and sustainability. It envisions a future where energy flows seamlessly, waste is minimized, and the environmental footprint of power generation is significantly reduced. This vision positions South Korea at the forefront of energy innovation. However, the reality of implementing such a monumental system is far more intricate than its initial promise. It involves a complex interplay of advanced technologies, challenging trade-offs, and unforeseen consequences that demand careful scrutiny. This multifaceted endeavor necessitates a deeper exploration. At the heart of South Korea's smart grid lies a robust foundational infrastructure. This network is composed of sophisticated sensors, advanced data analytics platforms, and resilient communication networks. These components work in unison to form the nervous system of the grid. These foundational elements enable continuous, granular monitoring of energy across the entire spectrum. They meticulously track consumption patterns, generation outputs, and distribution pathways. This constant surveillance provides an unprecedented level of visibility into the energy ecosystem. The insights gleaned from this real-time data are pivotal. They allow for dynamic adjustments to optimize electricity flow, balance supply and demand, and prevent bottlenecks. This responsiveness is crucial for maintaining stability and maximizing operational effectiveness. A primary objective driving the Smart Grid initiative is the relentless pursuit of overall efficiency. The system is designed to minimize energy loss throughout the entire transmission and distribution process. This focus aims to maximize the value derived from every unit of generated power. Integral to this efficiency drive are smart meters, which provide consumers with detailed, up-to-the-minute information on their energy usage. These devices transform abstract consumption into transparent, actionable data. They offer a window into household energy patterns. By empowering consumers with this information, the smart grid encourages informed decision-making regarding energy consumption. This transparency can potentially lead to behavioral changes and ultimately reduce individual electricity bills. It fosters a more conscious relationship with energy. The design of South Korea's smart grid is fundamentally engineered to facilitate the seamless integration of renewable energy sources. It provides a framework for incorporating fluctuating power from solar and wind installations. This capability is essential for a diversified energy portfolio. This integration is a critical step towards reducing reliance on traditional fossil fuels. By harnessing clean energy, the grid aims to mitigate environmental impact and combat climate change. It represents a strategic pivot towards a greener energy future. However, the inherent intermittency of renewable sources, like solar and wind power, poses a significant operational challenge. Their output is dependent on weather conditions, which can lead to unpredictable fluctuations in supply. Managing this variability is a complex technical hurdle. The operation of a smart grid generates vast quantities of sensitive data on an unprecedented scale. This includes detailed information about energy consumption patterns at individual, household, and industrial levels. The sheer volume and specificity of this data present new challenges. Concerns surrounding privacy are a significant aspect of this data dilemma. The granular tracking of energy consumption patterns can reveal intimate details about daily routines and activities. This raises questions about personal autonomy and the potential for misuse of information. Furthermore, the constant battle to protect this critical infrastructure and its data from potential cyber attacks is an ongoing imperative. The interconnected nature of the smart grid presents numerous entry points for malicious actors. Safeguarding it requires sophisticated, persistent efforts. The establishment of a smart grid demands a substantial upfront investment in infrastructure and cutting-edge technology. This financial commitment encompasses everything from advanced sensors and communication networks to complex data centers and software systems. The initial outlay is considerable. These significant costs are often, at least partially, passed on to consumers. This can manifest as increased short-term electricity bills or other fees associated with grid modernization. The immediate financial burden can be a point of contention for the public. While the long-term economic benefits, such as reduced energy waste and increased grid resilience, are anticipated, their full realization is still under ongoing evaluation. Projecting the precise financial returns over decades requires careful modeling and continuous assessment. Despite the deployment of advanced technology, the smart grid remains inherently susceptible to various forms of disruption. No system, however sophisticated, is entirely immune to external pressures or internal failures. This vulnerability is a constant concern. Risks to grid stability include catastrophic natural disasters, such as earthquakes or typhoons, which can damage physical infrastructure. Cyber attacks pose an equally insidious threat, potentially crippling digital controls and communication networks. Equipment failures, though often localized, can also trigger cascading blackouts. The complex, interconnected nature of the smart grid, while offering efficiency, also creates new and expanded points of vulnerability. A failure in one highly integrated component can have widespread consequences throughout the entire system. This interconnectedness magnifies potential risks. The introduction of a smart grid fundamentally alters the traditional relationship between consumers and energy providers. It shifts from a passive consumption model to one demanding greater interaction and awareness. This change requires significant adaptation. This technological advancement introduces a layer of complexity that can be challenging for some users to navigate effectively. Understanding smart meter data, managing demand response programs, or adapting to dynamic pricing structures requires a degree of digital literacy and engagement. The digital divide further exacerbates these challenges for certain populations. Individuals lacking access to necessary technology, digital skills, or reliable internet connectivity may find themselves excluded from the full benefits of the smart grid. This raises concerns about equity. The promise of individual control, often highlighted in smart grid narratives, can sometimes be misleading for consumers. While smart meters offer data and demand response programs provide options, true autonomy within the larger system remains limited. Individual influence is finite. Despite the localized insights provided by smart technologies, consumers remain largely dependent on the overall grid infrastructure for their energy needs. Their decisions are constrained by the operational parameters and stability of the larger network. Independent action is not truly possible. Ultimately, true power and operational control reside primarily with the entities managing the grid. These utility companies and regulatory bodies make critical decisions about generation, distribution, and overall system architecture. They hold the ultimate authority over the energy supply. The smart grid is far more than a short-term project. It represents a long-term strategic undertaking that will profoundly shape South Korea's energy future for decades to come. Its foundational changes will influence national energy policy and infrastructure for generations. This extended timeline demands comprehensive planning. Beyond its immediate operational benefits, there is an important consideration of the environmental impact of the technology itself. This includes the energy consumed by the grid's extensive digital infrastructure and the eventual disposal of electronic waste generated by smart devices. Sustainability must encompass the entire life cycle. South Korea's pioneering experience with its smart grid offers invaluable lessons for other nations, grappling with similar energy challenges globally. Its successes, its failures, and its ongoing adaptations provide a rich case study for policymakers and engineers worldwide. This shared learning contributes to global energy evolution.